Recording is on. Do you have any questions on yesterday's topic? Day 41. New file readme.md to track today's changes. I think all things are updated till yesterday, correct? Operators we have seen arrays. We are understanding arrays. Now we have seen how to access elements in an array. What is the length property? Correct? Hello? Loops, creating array and accessing array. Yes or no? We have seen this accessing array element. Now adding and removing the elements. Adding and removing. So let's create const, not here. app01.js const arr is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 5. Now I want to add elements to this array. How do you do that? Arr dot push 6. Here you can say arr dot push node app01.js. Okay, cd day 41. Node app01.js. So before pushing, console.log arr. Let's write console.log original array. This is the original array, and here we can say console.log after adding. Okay, and here we can say console.log array. Can you see that? One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Push operation. Are you getting this or not? Any questions on this? Okay. Now, why do you need to call this thing? Now see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you try to add something like this, ARR of 6 or 5 is equals to 8. Now see what will happen. Can you see ARR of 5? Okay, instead of, so how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 means indexes are available till 6. So ARR of, now you to do 9 or 8 is equals to 90. See what happens. Okay, we need to print this here. Can you see 2 empty items, and after that 90 have been added. Hello? ARR of dot push this 6, then ARR of 8 means this is the original array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then if you do something like this once again, ARR of 100th is equals to 999, and run it again. Okay, this has to be printed once again. Can you see here 2 empty items have been added, after that 91 empty items have been added, and then 99. So this also works, but if you miss the index, it will happen something like this. You need to know index precisely if you want to add in this way. Now if you want to add at the last, if you see this, 6 get added at the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 get added at the end automatically. When you say push, 6 gets added at the end. Hello? So if you want to add the element, okay, just a minute. Do we have, in the array operations, do we have covered push or not? Okay. Now you have used something called as push, which adds element at the end. After 5, one element would be getting added. That is the push. So let me create one more file, app02.js. Array, add new element, push method. Here you can say. Now we will see one more method, unshift. Unshift. What is the unshift method? So let's have this array const. I will take all these things as it is. Now ARR dot push 6, again print. Here we can say,
here 6 is the value, not the index.
Correct. 6 is the value, not the index. Original array, and here we can say push operation 6. Now one more thing, unshift operation, say 0, unshift, and if I run the not this, yes, so this is the push operation, this is the unshift operation. Can you see push operation adds 6 at the end? Push operation adds 6 at the end, while unshift operations add 0 in the beginning. Unshift operation adds 0 in the beginning. Hello? Is it clear? Difference between push and unshift. This is an interview type question. Push and unshift. This is an interview type question. Say that again.
First index it will push.
Correct. Push at the end of the array, unshift in the beginning of the array. Correct? Now, let me create one more file, app03.js. Now, instead of this, let's have ABC, PQR, LMN, XYZ. Okay. So node app03.js, ABC, PQR, LMN, XYZ. Now we have seen addition. So there are 3 ways to add the element. First, push, unshift, and the direct. Give the index. Specify the specific index, and to that index you can assign it. Hello? So when you talk about push, at the end, when you talk about unshift in the beginning, there are 3 ways to add the elements: push, unshift, and the direct, giving a direct index. Now I want to delete last element, removing last element, removing last element. How to do that? arr.pop, arr.pop. Again print the array. Now let's run the code again. Can you see XYZ have been deleted? XYZ have been deleted. In the same fashion, removing first element, arr.shift. If I run the project again, can you see here ABCPQ? This is the original array. Removing last element Okay, just write pop method, and this is shift method. Pop method and shift method. See, the pop method removes the last element. Shift method removes first element. You getting my point? Now, if you just take const popped is equals to this, const shifted is equals to this. So console.log popped plus popped, and here console.log shifted plus shifted. So you can clear this and see. Can you see? The pop method returns popped element. Can you see? Popped XYZ. Shift method returns shifted elements ABC. Shifted means what? Deleted from beginning. Popped means what? Deleted at the end. Correct? Any question? Hello? Is it clear or not? So pop and shift. Is this clear? If it is clear, let me know it is clear. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask the queries. Okay. What about others? Please respond. Others? Okay. Fine. Now, next part, there is something called as, there are a few more methods. Slice. What do you mean by slice? New app04.js, slicing an array. Now const arr, let's get this array. Const arr like this, and arr dot slice start number 1 index, start index, and fourth 0 1 2 3, or you can say 3, and can you see this slice method, const sliced is equals to this, console.log, or let's copy that original array, these two things as it is. We need original array and like this. And after slicing, console.log sliced 04.js. Can you see 1 to 3? Slice from 1 to 3. And what it will return? 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So this won't be there. 0, 1, 2, 3. This is 0, 1, 2, 3. So it will start from 1 and end on this 3. So if you write 6, that is not available there. Can you see? 6 is not available there. So what it will consider? It will start from 1 and 1, 2, 3. It will not worry about this thing. Start and end. So if you see, so slice used to extract a portion of an array to create the new array containing the selected element. This does not modify the original array but returns the new array with the selected elements. The slice method takes two arguments: start, the index at which start extracting elements, the index at which to stop the extracting element. Correct? Hello? Any questions on this? Index at which it starts extracting, and index at which its ends the extracting. Any question? Okay. So this is slicing. So slicing works in different manner also. So let's say sliced 1, sliced 1, sliced 2, and just don't give any this thing. Sliced 2, sliced 1, sliced D is missing. Yeah, can you see? After slicing only one element. So you have passed only one element, start index. Start index till the end of an array. It will start from the given index till end of an array. That is nothing but what the slicing is. Now there is a one more method called as splice. Slice and splice. So let me create a new thing, app 05.js, splicing. Splicing. Now, what is the, do we have covered in splice method? Just a minute. Now, let's write the code first, or I will write here only. arr dot splice. Start from this one and say two elements, and what, two elements. So when you say splice, so when you say splice, see now, remember that slice has written the new array. This is the new array sliced have written. Here also sliced have written the new array, but arr.splice, it will modify the original array. So if you do something like this, const spliced console.log spliced, and just run the code, and okay, just give a message after splicing, splicing lmn and pqr. Now here I will print the original array also. This guy, again let's print the original array, console.log original array. Now if you see here what is happening, spliced, so you have said start from 1 and then delete two elements. What is the original array? Start from 1. See here, pqr, this is 1 and 2, these two would be deleted, and splice will return, the splice will return the deleted elements. What splice will return? So this is not the end, remember that. So this is the start, from where shall I start deleting, and this is number of elements to be deleted. This is what? Number of elements to be deleted. You getting my point? Hello? So when you say splice, what is the splice? Modifies the original array, and see here, original array becomes abc and the xyz. In case of slicing, your original array won't be changed. You need to, so original array won't be changed. So when you say slice, you can give start index and end index. For the splice, you give the start index and number of elements to be deleted. Start index and number of elements to be deleted. Let's make a 3 over here and see this. Can you see? It will start from 1, 0, 1. It will delete 1, 2, 3. These 3 elements would be deleted. And original array remains what? ABC. So splice returns deleted element and it modifies the original array. Is that clear? Hello? Any questions do you have? So how do you manipulate the array? You can manipulate the array by using different methods. First, we have seen what we have seen in the beginning. In the beginning, we have seen adding elements, push, unshift, removing elements, pop, shift. Then we have seen slice, splice. Is it clear? Now, when you say array, so if you know these many things, that is okay. That's well and good. Right? But there are few more things about the array. We will see that shortly. For that, you need to understand array functions or array operation functions. We will see that what do you mean by array operator functions. We will absolutely see that what do you mean by array operator functions. Now, there is a one more type of array. We can say app06.js, multidimensional array. Multidimensional arrays. For example, just a minute. For example, const, here we can say matrix. How many of you have studied matrix in your school or colleges? How many of you have studied matrices in your schools or colleges? Can you please tell me? How do you implement matrices in the math, in JavaScript? Hello? How do you implement matrices?
arranged in row and columns.
Okay, so how many of you have studied first matrices in the maths? Please tell me. Matrix. If you have studied, yes. If you have not studied, say no. Okay. What about other people? No.
Yeah, yes, actually, but I'm not able to remember.
Correct. Okay. So let's not take an example of the matrices because we need to understand the matrix first. What do you mean by matrix? Okay, or you can consider in this way. Can you see this is an array? Array contains, so we have seen zeroth element is 1, first element is 2, second element is 3, right? So that is okay. So this is, we can say, normal array. Normal, Normal, normal array. But const two-dimensional array, 2D array, ARR, two-dimensional array. Now see, each element, now see, in the normal, element is just number, string, boolean or whatever. But inside the two-dimensional array, each element of the array would be another array. Can you see? This is the zeroth element. This is the first element. Can you see? So what is the zeroth element? Is an array itself. What is the first element? Is an array itself. So what is the zeroth element? 1. What is the first element? 2. But here zeroth element is again itself an array. First element again itself an array. For understanding purpose, for understanding purpose, we can write this, just make a hit the enter over here, another enter over here, and another enter over here. So this line and this line is very same. So it's a zeroth element. This is the zeroth element. This is the zeroth element. This is the first element. This is the first element, and this is the first element. Now next thing, how do you access the element? Now if you see console.log arr, so you can say 2 dim1 or 2 dim2. Node app06.js. Can you see? This is the two-dimensional array. What do you mean by two-dimensional? So this is the first dimension array. This array is called as one-dimensional array. Each element would be a number in this case. Two-dimensional. So array contains another array as a dimension. That's why it is a two-dimensional. This is a one-dimensional. This is also two-dimensional. Just for understanding purpose, we have written in this way. Two-dimensional. So this is the first dimension, outer array, and inner dimension like this. Okay. Now how do you access? Now I want to access, what is the zeroth element? Let us see. Console.log zeroth element, two-dimensional of 0, right? This is how we will access zeroth element. Hit the enter. Can you see zeroth element is an array itself, so it will point to this array. So if you write first element, again it will point to this array. Can you see? This is the zeroth element. This is the first element. Zeroth element, first element. Correct? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So this is clear, right? Now I want to access this one. So remember that this will give you an array, because at the 0th element we have an array. So console.log, here we can say two dimensional, this 0 and of 1. Can you see here? It will give you this 1. Let's clear it. And so in this case, this item would be, so I will write it in the comment box 0 0 if you want to access. So this is the 0th element and the 0th position. So we can write something like this. So 0 0, then 0th and 1. 0 0 is equals to 1, this one, and 0th element, this is the 0th element, and inside that first element, this is the 2, is equals to what? 2. Similarly, here you can say 1 0 will point to this 4, right? 1 0 will point to this 4, and 1 1 will point to this 9. Correct? 1 1 will point to this 9. Is it clear? So 0 1 two dimensional array of 0 1 means this, it will point to 2. Remember that each element inside outer array is an element. Each element inside the outer array is itself an element. Sorry, each element inside the outer array is itself an array, one dimensional array. Well, there are cases. There are cases. There are what? Cases where we can have app07.js const 3-dimensional array arr is equals to, can you see, this is the first dimension, outer array. This is the second dimension. So inside this, there would be one more array, 1 comma 1. Can you see that? Or here we can say 90 comma 101, 34 comma 901. So this is the first, so this is the first dimension, this is the second dimension, and this is the third dimension. Means in this case, arr of 0 will give you this array. Again, that 0 will give you this element. Again, that 0 will give you this element. 3-dimensional array. Hello? What is this? 3-dimensional array. Any question? Hello? Three-dimensional array. Similarly, you can have 5-dimensional array, you can have 6-dimensional array. 1D array are called as normal arrays, 2-dimensional arrays, 3-dimensional arrays. These are nothing but what? The multi-dimensional arrays. Now, a homework. One D, 2D, and 3D. And 3D. Well, there are a lot of possibilities. We don't stop on 3D. We can have higher dimensions also, 5D, 6D. That is also possible. Now, what is you can say a use case of this? As I told you, mathematical operations like matrix. In the maths, if once you see this thing, you might have remind it. Just a minute. Matrix in math. If you see this thing in the mathematics, can you see? In the mathematics, a matrix is a rectangular array of number, symbols, or expression arranged in the rows and columns. So you can consider this thing as row. This is one row, this is another row, this is one column, this is another column. Rows and column. So here is your first homework. Create an array. And convert rows into columns and columns into rows. Means what? So here const num. So we have 2-dimensional array, 1, 2, correct? And 3, 4, right? So 1, 2 is the row, 3, 4 is the column. Sorry, so this is a row 1, this is row 2, correct? Row 1 and row 2. But what I want to do in the output, what output I need? Output should be like this: 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Can you see row is converted? Sorry, this first column is converted to row. 1, 3, 1, 3, and 2, 4. How do you do that? 1, 3, 2, 4. This is the expected output. Presently 1, 2 is a row, 3, 4 is a row. What we need to do? 1, 2 is a row, 3, 4 is a row. Now what I need to do? In this case, 1, 3 is a column, 2, 4 is a column. So column becomes row, row becomes column. Row. Can you see here 1, 2 is a row, here 1, 2 is a column. So from here we need to convert rows to the columns to the rows. And so this is the general requirement. In the mathematics, this thing is called as transpose of the matrix. Transpose. Hello? Am I clear? This is clear, right? All of you, please respond. Can you do that? This is a homework for you. You do not understand in the terms of mathematics matrices. This is general requirement. In the case of array, this is the row. Row should become the column 1, 2. Can you see here? Column. This is the row. It should become column 3, 4. Can you do that? Let me push this much code. JavaScript, multi-dimensional arrays. Multi-dimensional arrays. Fine. We'll conclude today's session over here. We'll meet tomorrow. Okay?
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.